China is diverse. It's a big country. The north there is different from the south, and the west has little in common with the east. The same is true for the Chinese tank destroyers. The branch is diverse. The first vehicle is the T26 Gft, not a bad TD for Tier 2. No armor, but there's concealment, and there's a gun, accurate and quick firing. This TD performs well as a sniper, but can also dismantle the enemy in close combat. The next vehicle is the M3 Gft. It's based on the Stuart light tank, so it's fast and agile. It's played differently, depending on the gun. The Chinese variant of the ZIS-2 has better armor penetration and damage per minute. The ZIS-3 gun is more accurate and has higher damage per shot. The Su-76 Gft awaits players at Tier 4. If you've researched the Soviet TDs, you might experience déjà vu. Its layout and gameplay are very similar to the Su-85B. They have similar characteristics for the gun, armor, and view range. The Su-76G is better played from the back line. From there, it's convenient to use its accuracy and rate of fire. The 60 Gft differs from other Tier 5 TDs in two parameters. The first is durability. Only the AT2 has more hit points. Unfortunately, it won't affect its gameplay much. Its armor is weak and its size is big. So in order to survive, it's better to stay as far away as possible and avoid being spotted. Another feature of the 60 Gft is damage per minute. It's the best at Tier 5. The gun is generally fine, solid damage per shot, and good armor penetration. This TD has a casemate at the rear. There could be problems with gun depression angles, but it's okay. The gun depression angle is 8 degrees. While the 60 Gft has a lot of HP, the opposite is true for the WZ131 Gft. It has the lowest amount of HP among all Tier 6 vehicles. How is this compensated? Regular gun, excellent concealment, awesome mobility. The WZ131 Gft should be perceived as a light tank without the turret and view range. At the top of the list, it can not only play the bushes, but also trade shots due to its good alpha strike. In the middle of the list, it's best to play the first half of a battle firing from behind the bushes, and then use its great mobility to go finishing off the opponents. When playing against Tier 8 vehicles, it's better to hide in the bushes using the vehicle's concealment. If you want, you can take out the artillery at the end of the battle. In general, the WZ131 Gft is a very interesting vehicle. The next TD is the T34 2Gft. It doesn't have a lot of hit points, and it's not well armored, but it has excellent concealment. View range and mobility is above average. The gun is good as well. The T34 2Gft can hide in any bush, put on a camouflage net, get out its binocular telescope, and fire at the enemy with impunity. You should act differently in the town. Look for the weakest target, roll out, and gun it down using your alpha damage. And now we've come to the most powerful vehicles in the Chinese TD branch. Tier 8. The WZ111 Gft, a vehicle with the hull of the WZ111 heavy tank and the improved gun used in the WZ111 Model 5A. Armor protection is above average. The casemate front withstands hits from most Tier 6 to 7 vehicles and half of the Tier 8 vehicles. Mobility is close to that of a heavy tank. View range is standard. Concealment is average. The gun. It doesn't have the highest accuracy or fastest aiming time, but they are higher than expected considering its damage per shot of 560 and armor penetration of 271 millimeters. When the vehicle is at the top of the list, a careful head-on skirmish with heavy tanks is what it needs. You should play between the first and second lines of attack. You may also try to push through a flank. In a battle with Tier 9s and 10s, rushing forward is not a good idea. The WZ111 Gft is an attempt of the Chinese engineers to create a powerful TD in all parameters. It has impressive size, leisurely pace, decent gun. Only the STRV-1030 has a better gun at Tier 9 and thick armor. you should hide the hull. However, the casemate front resists the hits from guns with armor penetration less than 250 millimeters. In this respect, it's one of the best among Tier 9 tank destroyers. The same ideas live on in the Tier 10 vehicle, WZ-113 Gft. This vehicle has impressive durability, 2,100 hit points. Only the Jagdpanzer E100 has more among all Tier 10 TDs. The WZ-113 Gft is well armored. From the front, it's protected by a 230mm thick glacis plate. The vehicle isn't fast. It has average speed and maneuverability, which isn't surprising considering its size and protection. Damage per shot is 750. This is standard for most Tier 10 tank destroyers. Reload time, damage per minute and armor penetration are normal. Concealment is good for such a size. There are different ways to play this TD. It can push through flanks and fight actively on the front line. It can also support the team from the second line, playing from behind the bushes, and scouting passively with the help of binocular telescope. You can combine these tactics. The WZ-113 Gft is a diverse vehicle that allows for acting on the battlefield, depending on the situation. The Chinese TDs have another excellent feature. The number of crewmen is the same for all vehicles. There won't be a situation where you have to add a rookie to the trained specialists. This is convenient. That's all for now. Good luck on the battlefield.